I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. The divine mind knows, the divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power, peace and power. What's going on? As you can see, I'm out here doing what I do. Um, Going through the course of my Monday. My Monday. Salute, salute. What up, what up, what up? What up, everyone? Peace and power, peace and power. What's going on? Hey, T, what up, what up? You know, people been talking a lot, man. And, you know, last night, man, I don't know. I thought we had a very, 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 very strong dialogue and build about the situation. Horace, what's up, what's up? Amongst other things. Hey, Miss Denise. Rolando, what up, what up? Salute, David. Almighty justice, peace, peace. Hole in the wall, salute, peace and power. Barksdale, what up, what up? What up, what up? Tisha, what's good, what's good? Come on, Mr. Mac, what up? Where you been? Peace and power. Hey, Kelly Mills. Woo, Kelly Mills. What up, Dimples? Salute, salute, Earl Times. What up? You know, I'm doing this vid. Well, I'm actually at the laundry. You know. Salute, 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 Mingo. What up? I'm actually at the laundry doing what I do. This is part of my, you know, Monday and stuff. You know, specific or certain Mondays when I get a chance to in a mix of all the other work. I didn't have any assessments today, so this is what I'm doing. Joan, salute. So I want to do this and make this definitive statement that I support Chris Rock. Grump, what up, what up? I support that man wholly for how he conducted himself last night. Now, there's a lot of narratives that's running around social media. As you can see, we addressed the incident. We was one of the first ones. One, because as soon as it happened, you know, I rewound the TV to make sure that I saw what I actually saw. I saw the delay when they, you know, tried to edit it real quick. And, you know, everybody knows on TV there has a delay. Even if it's live, there's a little 7-second delay. So I wanted to make sure that I saw it and what I was actually seeing, because I almost turned from it because of the narrative of the show, right? Because of the narrative of the show, I was going to turn from it. Because one, I didn't see any of the movies besides King Richard. Wasn't too intrigued about any movies that came out this year. And usually I may watch an Oscar winning or nominated film after the fact. I'm just too busy. So peace, peace, Hassan. Erie County, what up, what up? See Bliz, peace, peace. So, hey Farmer, what's good? King Dan, salute, salute. So, you know, I was going to turn from it. After watching it, boom, hit it on my Twitter, posted on my IG, hit Doggy real quick. We wasn't even going to go live. We had no plans to go live, right? Well, you could say it's fake. You could say it looked fake. But as you can see now, there was an altercation backstage that the Euros always say spirited, which means there was a lot of yelling and stuff. And the way Denzel and everyone else interacted quickly, you know, again, when you're watching it from other countries, especially like the Australian uh, broadcast, and there was one I seen from Asia where there's no delay in it. You saw it for what it was. You got slapped. Got slapped. Which is again only surprising because of the two individuals. My continued dialogue about this is, hey Arnetta, is what's coming after and what's troubling about the narrative as it pertains to us. Salute, David Shepard, salute. There, and specifically I want to speak to Roxanne Shante on this one. So if y'all screen recording and tagging, please do it now. Because she said something this morning on her IG Live that was very, very troubling. She said that women should really welcome this type of behavior from their men. And that was troubling to me because she is now on a syndicated Sirius radio show and has a audience that's nationwide, but she has a lot of people in the South that call in on a regular basis, the South, the Midwest. And as a woman who is an elder, right, still celebrating men who are going to act violently over bullshit in the name of a woman, specifically their woman, it's wow. So when you see this discussion that Doggy and I had as far as him saying N-word is going to N-word is going to do N-word shit, this is the thing that I'm talking about when people embrace that. She said that, you should look at your man if he's not that individual that would do something like that. And that, again, that is behavior that exhibits that someone loves you. And salute, Fishbone. Please, I encourage you all, do not, and I love it and I appreciate the super chat, please, do the Cash App. Because I'm telling you, I'm not here to get YouTube rich. That's it. And if you're supporting me, you're supporting the community. Let's make sure I'm able to give the community what you donated. We just don't do it with YouTube. It's just not. That's going to them. But we appreciate the donation. So again, when you have someone who we call an icon, who we call a pioneer of this hip hop, as a sister, as a woman, saying that that is the behavior that men should exhibit in the name of their woman, is troubling. It is, because I want to know if that same energy is going to be tolerated and accepted from sisters who lost their brother, who lost their father, who lost their cousins, who got their heads shot off, coming to the aid of some woman in our communities over some bullshit, over a joke. Because I've seen that happen quite often. That because a man and a woman have had some type of verbal exchange, and he may have, played the dozens on her, or he have said something that made people laugh, cracked on her, you understand? And she went and got a brother, because we just seen that recently in the paper, went and got a dude, came back, and her and the dude end up getting killed. You understand? That's just not behavior that one should exhibit in order to prove that you love someone, especially her, wife or not. We already know her behavior. Just keeping it real. Just keeping it real, especially over words. Now, people are getting on Chris Rock. People are getting on Chris Rock. They, making fun of him, telling him what he should have did. And again, since I am part of Generation Hip Hop, one of the pioneering individuals in the culture who watched it grow from its beginning, I got to come at another one. We had, again, another one. Fabolous put up a tweet talking about, and I'm paraphrasing, oh, nah, man, it couldn't have been me. You, sir, are a bitch. I've never heard you knuckle down nobody at all, Fabolous. So, again, here we have people who are politicizing, clout chasing, and using this man's misfortune, these two men misfortune, to get people to look at them in a different light. You are boots, Fab. You ass. You have never... Dudes, literally, used to press you just to take them to events so they could rob other celebrities. And that's a fact. So you, sir, are a bitch. Don't go and use this opportunity to try to dehumanize Chris Rock. Because you didn't have that same energy when Diddy was inviting you to the party. You sat there shook when that man was basically trying to get at your grippers. Straight up. Straight up. He invited you to the party. Established the terminology with you on a nationally syndicated show. You ain't had that heat for him at all. So don't start talking about it couldn't have been you. Because, sir, it's been you a lot of times. So, my thing is with violence. I've said it before. We don't have a monopoly on violence. We just don't. If you can give it, you surely can get it. So for two people in this culture, and this is why the dialogue is so important, because we know where Willsmith came from, where he originated, came from being one of the pioneering acts, old school. And we knew of his talent from the very first video. That's not a surprise to us, but it's a surprise to the Euros who put him in 6 Degrees of Separation, who put him on the television show. That wasn't no surprise. We know who our people are. We know their talents and their gifts. So it's not a surprise to us that he has excelled the way he has. So I always speak on the terms, or in terms of us and how we move. So when you have him and Chris Rock, who again, because he's of our generation, he is another individual who hip-hop embraced because he's of us, and his comedy is very hip-hop. That is us. He's not an elder. You understand? He's of us in our generation, very much hip-hop. So that's where I discuss this intelligently. You understand? When you have people like Roxanne Shante and Fabolous, and probably a whole bunch of others who are making memes and jokes and saying what he should have did. Because just like Mr. Fabulous never had fisticuffs, I've never heard of Chris Rock throwing hands at all. At all. Have we ever heard of it, seen it? Even in the show that is loosely depicted on his life, he never was the one that was throwing hands. He was never the one throwing hands. That's just not him. It's not. It's not him. So I definitely commend him in his reaction. I commend him in that. But anybody who wants to think that he was soft for not retaliating, that's on you. Anybody who believes that men should respond the way Will responded in the face of what transpired, jokes, I question you. So, in defense of what everyone is saying, his wife's honor, this is what we're saying now. He's defending his wife's honor. What about everybody else who dishonors your wife? I want to know. I want to know that, because if we're going to emulate and imitate or run deep with the narrative that black men should fight when their women are disrespected, why choose to fight only us? Because the highest forms of disrespect comes from the Euros. So if Will wanted to fight someone, if he wanted to slap someone in the honor of his wife, why he hasn't slapped anyone who put her on the casting couch? Let's keep it a buck. Has he ever slapped anyone and prevented her from being on that casting couch and getting something in the grippers or down her throat? Any of these Weinsteins? Let's go. Let's go. Because in order to get into specific movies, in order to work with specific agencies, in order to be insured by some of these high-end productions of MGM, Paramount, Miramax, and all these other sculptural big joints, you gotta sit on that casting couch. Has he ever took the gripper shot for her? I just want to know. Let's keep it 1,000. Since you want to defend her honor, and since we want to teach black men to honor and respect black women, no one has been more disrespectful to the black woman than the institution of this corporation that you are calling the United States of America. So if we're going to honor black women, if we're going to honor our wives, we have a lot of people to start smacking. Let's smack her boss. Let's smack her union representative. Let's smack her supervisor. Let's smack the police department. Let's smack the White House. These are the people who dishonor the black woman. Let's smack up the pastor and the imam and the rabbi who continuously work to undermine the gift that the black woman has been to us all. Hold up now. Hold up now. It's not bullshit. And clap for Will. Because he had a fit of anger that he couldn't manage. So when women talk that talk, and using this to say, yeah, that's how he was supposed to do it. Really? Really? Come on, man. Come on now. Come on now. This is, I'm saying, let's be real. I want to see it. I want to see where are the black men who fight for their black women, who fight for their wives every day. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. I see a lot of undermining, a lot of that. I see a lot of shucking and jiving. I see a lot of selling out. This is what I see on every level. On every level. He stood up. He stood up to who and what? Mr. Israelite. Ben the Israelite. He stood up to who and what? What was accomplished? What was accomplished? Who did he stand up to? Who did he stand up to? What was accomplished by that? He stood up for who? He stood up for who? He stood up for someone who says that they voluntarily give up their box when they want to? What sense did that make? Tell me. What sense does that make? See, again, when you don't have knowledge of what you're watching, we don't look at it from an all-wise and civilized point of view, and knowing that this has been brewing, especially that night. And I'm telling you, there was a lot of undertones that triggered him. From the opening, again, acceptance speech, and the woman saying that she was queer. How do you know Will sits good in his heart and soul, knowing that his daughter speaks that same queerness? Do you not believe that that is a trigger for him? That his son displays some of that queer energy, and he's sitting there and he got to hear that, and other tones and other things that's going on in that room, that's speaking that language, that's pushing a specific agenda, that's not triggering? Huh? How do you know if that look that Jada gave him after he nervously laughed, how do you know that that look that she gave him wasn't a similar look in the bedroom when she said, "You don't satisfy me," and gave him that look? How do you know that didn't push him over? Huh? Come on. Come on. I got knowledge of self. I'm not no lame when it comes to this. There's a lot that go on behind that. There's a lot that goes on behind that. How you're triggered. They've been ridiculing this man for the last 10 years. But that does not mean that he does not have the ability to make a decision whether or not to walk up on the stage and do something like that. And if at that point you decided to exercise your physical to be violent towards someone who wasn't expecting that from you, then I can't rock with that. At all. At all. Simple as that. Simple as that. So where we going? Where we going? So now we're going to, again, run with the narrative that this is my wife. So I must protect her at all costs. And that's just a lie. It's a lie. I've seen black men trying to rape black women on the streets of Harlem and Brooklyn and Queens every day. Where's the protection for them? I see black men take nonprofit budgets and then don't provide the services in our community. Every day. Where's the protection for the women that fall victim because of that? I see them sit there and take political oaths of office. None of it has to do with protecting black women. Black men, every day, all day, sit up there and just praise and worship and pledge allegiance to doctrines that don't have nothing about the black woman in their bylines, in their codes, or in their language. So you mean to tell me that you're going to sit there and say that he's honorable in that shit? Come on, man. 2, and these are not no young dudes. These are dudes, they over 50. Dudes is over 50. And we expect them to fisticuff. This ain't no over 50 who did 25 years behind the wall, who did 10, 15 years behind the wall in the streets, fighting and banging. They not us. They not me. I'm me. And I'm telling you, first of all, the joke wasn't even that deep. Shit wasn't even that funny. It would have went over a lot of people's heads. It wasn't even something that shit would have went over people's heads. I'm me. They ain't smacking no Chris Rock behind that. That was a buildup. That was the stuffing of your emotions. Packing that in for years. So don't tell me about honoring and protecting a wife and a black woman when you don't even come to fuck homes at night. Come on, man. Come on. What? Come on, man. Don't pick and choose. Regardless of whatever their relationship is. whether it's open or not. That's beside the point. That's beside the point. I don't care what they doing. I don't care if he her pimp. And she a smut. She get disrespected. She get disrespected. You want to pick and choose? Don't pick and choose. This whole world disrespects the black woman. So don't try to be Mr. Gallant now. Don't try to be the hero now on the weak dude. You killing me with that shit. He disrespected my wife. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Euro's disrespect. Your existence here in this country is disrespectful to your wife, and you ain't doing nothing about it. Nothing. Talk about black men and honoring black women. You pay taxes to motherfuckers that disrespect your wife every day. Not only your wife, but your mother and your daughter. That's coward shit. Now you gonna beat up on the weakest link. Out of here with that shit. Y'all ain't protecting and honoring no black woman. I'm in the work. I deal with domestic violence every day. I counsel people every day. So talk about that shit. Honoring black women. Y'all don't honor black women. Y'all abuse them. Y'all beat them. This shit ain't honorable. So yeah, I support him, man. Because in all his professionalism, he did what he did. He kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? His jaw was on fire. And that was it. And that was it. No, it ain't about losing respect for Will. G. It's not. It's not. It's recognizing that we all can be triggered if we don't know how to manage our emotions. He had a response to anger based on the specific traumas that he's been going through. When you gotta sit in that pocket, them tears is real. When you sitting in your pocket and he talking about protecting people, you don't know what he had to do on them casting couches in order to get to that position. You don't know what that dude had to do. We sit here, we critique it, we talk about grippers, we talk about all that, but that shit is real. We don't know what they have to do to get to the point of where they at. And to continue to hear it and to see it and to know that little children is being victimized by pedophiles in Hollywood. All that type of shit be going down. You don't know what that man fight was to get to where he at. And that shit boiled over. He was triggered and he acted out. And he acted out. I don't lose respect for either one of them. But we have to know that these narratives that people create, you got to start breaking these shits down and analyzing it to know exactly where it come from. You don't know what he had to watch her do or what she did and so comfortable with. Come on, man. But again, we get caught up into this surface level love. And for those who think, because this shit is stupid too, that he should have beat up August, it's just dumb. Why beat him up? Why beat that young man up? When she definitely, obviously seduced him. So now you saying that he's supposed to have that same energy for a kid who got seduced. So now Will just beating up everybody that she gave some box to. Ain't nobody take it. August took it. No. He told. So the only thing he did was tell. So now this is what we're going to do. Now we want Willsmith to prove his love like this is some goddamn 5 heartbeat scene. You proving your love by beating up everybody? By beating up everybody, you proving your love? For who? For someone who has issues with her box? Come on, yo. Come on, yo. What are we saying here? What kind of image are we giving the black man? Seriously. You know, it's just ignorant conversation at this point where these narratives are going. It's ignorant conversation. And if we're not going to speak about this intelligently, then how many are really woke? How many are really conscious? How many? Salute, Blue Go Crazy. Salute. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. We don't control people, regardless of what we claim. We don't control wives. Wives don't control husbands. Sexuality is not a lock and key. It's just not. It's just not. And because people share that part of themselves with you, don't make you no more special than the next individual. You just don't. I don't care if you with them for 2 weeks or if you with them for 20 years. At any given time, that box or that hammer goes somewhere else, it is what it is. But you're a fool for coming and trying to fight for a space where she really didn't need no protection from. That was no life or death situation. You wasn't protecting. He didn't protect nothing about that. You didn't stop anybody from disrespecting her prior or disrespecting her in the future. She was not under no threat at all. You going to protect her from the big, black, mean Chris Rock. Now, that's not protecting. That's not protecting. Protecting her is getting her up out of Hollywood so she can stop going on them casting couches. Protecting her is getting her out of so many layers and levels of oppression here in this corporation that she don't have to worry about that. That's protecting. She was not under any threat at all from a joke. It is what it is. is what it is. People need to start really looking and thinking, doing the knowledge, and manifesting themselves in a way that you truly have a goal. You truly have means to get to a specific end result that's going to really, really ease what's going on with you. But this, yeah, right, he should have did that, and yeah, black men, yeah, that's what you do. Yeah, oh yeah? You know, those are the sneaky things that I hear that get pushed through, that I jump on quick. I hear that shit. Not only do I hear it, I bear witness to where it's coming from. Really, Roxanne Shante, that's how black men supposed to move? Okay. Black men, I'm telling you right now, a lot of times you're going to be in a space where somebody disrespects your wife. And you run around thinking you Tyson, somebody going to park you. Somebody going to park you. Don't let that shit gas you up. Don't let it gas you up. Don't let people start running with that and you know, using that bullshit. No. So what do you think the aftermath of that is going to happen? I don't think nothing is going to happen behind it. I really don't. I don't think anything is going to happen behind it. You know, I mean, the Oscars as an organization and the county of Los Angeles could press charges. You know what I'm saying? They could do it without Chris doing it, because again, we don't know what the insurance is like. We don't know how that institution is ran. We don't know how it could be, even if it's a misdemeanor or something. It was, it was an assault. So I don't know what the aftermath of it is going to be, but I do know that, it's no it, I don't look at them in any other light. I just don't. I don't think Chris Rock is any less of an individual for not chasing him and biting him and doing something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to chase behind him and bite him bite him or jump on his back. And again, I don't give Will no points for doing it, because I know for absolute fact that many individuals has disrespected Jada Pinkett. Everybody don't think she's the cat's meow. Everybody don't think her kitty cat draws is the best. And I'm sure that she's been disrespected in her face and in their face many a times. And he didn't swing. So, he don't get no points for that. It's just like anything else that we watch in real time, very surprising. Caught us off guard. So now everybody that has that Will Smith image, we going to believe that they tough guys. Will Smith, Young MC, Chance the Rapper, you know what I'm saying, Tyler the Creator, all these little soft-ass dudes, we going to think that they have, have it in them to swing on somebody. Should we disrespect, or should somebody joke and clown on the women that they are dealing with? No, I don't think so. Are we supposed to believe that everybody who has that image of Chris Rock is not going to swing, not going to hook off, not going to have somebody waiting for you outside? It's not true either. But what has to happen is, again, us making sure when we speak on it, we don't come from, right, vague ideas. We have to have some concrete thing here, because if not, if it's misrepresented, it's dangerous for our children. It's dangerous for our men. It's dangerous for people who don't have their right mind and really need some type of anger management. You dig? Simple as that. You know? Simple as that. But I support him. I support Chris Rock. Straight up. As far as that's concerned. You know? He ain't no leader or nothing, but I'm going to commend him for for keeping it together, yo. That's it. That's it. But all these narratives that people are painting and talking about who did what, oh, I woulda, you wouldn't have did shit. You wouldn't have did shit. I know that for a fact. You wouldn't have did shit. A lot of y'all is boots. A lot of y'all men is pussy. Y'all wouldn't do shit because you're not doing shit now. Because our neighborhoods, our communities are filled with individuals who disrespect your women every single day. Every single day. And you can't tell me because I'm in the work. I do it. Nobody, wasn't a bunch of men with me when that Asian man whooped out a grandmother, her daughter, and another woman in his nail salon. Whipped her out. They beat him with brooms, sticks, anything they had, sprayed isotope and all that other bullshit. What is it? That acrylic shit in their face. Locked them in there. Wasn't no bunch of men with me. I was out there a whole year to make sure that spot didn't open. Wasn't a bunch of men. Men would walk by while we was out there protesting. The hell out of here. I watched men looking at tapes every day of sisters all across this damn nation getting beat on by Asian men. They wasn't doing shit. I see people come in black communities, open up stores, and talk reckless to you. Reckless to our women. Let them be short a nickel. Cursing them out. Calling them all kind of bitches. Black men right in the store laughing, yo, you crazy, fuck out of here. Y'all don't respect black women. Y'all don't respect black women. Miss me with that bullshit. Miss me with that bullshit. Y'all go to Tariq Nasheed and all them other bozos with that bullshit. I know the fucking truth. I'm in the streets working every day. I get cases and cases. 30s and 40 people in a group at one class at a time with men that put hands on black women, that don't want to pay child support to black women. You crazy? Talk to somebody else with that shit. Now don't come over here with me with that. Every day. Every day. I see it in the hood. I see it in the streets. I see it in community centers. I see it at board meetings. I see it in school. All day, every day. So miss me with that shit. But I gotta go. I'm gonna speak to y'all soon. Salute, salute. Thanks for the support.